afternoon on this fantastic Sunday afternoon. Welcome guys to a new cheerZ IT video. I thought I'd just share a quick special message to you guys regarding a ransomware attack that was just happening just now a week ago or so. And I thought I'd just give you guys some insights on what this ransomware attack has done and what the ransomware can do to your printers if you're a business, especially in these times where business is getting more busy now, and what it can do to your business and how it can affect your business. Don't look at a few things like securing your printer. So, just now a few weeks ago, there was the Egregor Ransomware attack that hijacked some printers, and it actually spitted out some ransom notes. So basically, it just spit out random notes. It doesn't even have to mean anything, but it kept on spitting out random notes to customers, and it ended up in a result that customers could not get their invoices, or customers couldn't receive any documents, getting any of those documents or any information so that they can carry on and the business can carry on making money. So this started resulting in a big problem, and as the Egregor ransomware was spreading more, other printers got affected as well. So guys, yeah, it's an issue with when it comes to ransomware, and that's why it's so important to secure your printers in your business, because every day we go through invoices that we're printing, and we're printing invoices every day, we're printing slips every day. If it's not credit notes that we are printing or anything like that, we're sending invoices over email. Once again, even your emails could become a big result of issues when it comes to attacks and what hackers can do. But it's mainly because of this ransomware that came out that a lot of printers are not secured, and I've read up actually that so many printers are not even secured at all. So these printers, they're just out in the open. IT companies maybe come to install the printer, but maybe there's no warning being given out, or just a small thing telling them, listen, maybe invest in something that could secure the printer even a bit more, or just look at a few ideas. Because remember, going out and as an IT company or anybody, going out and installing a printer to a big business or small business is always very important, because of the online world that's growing so vast. It's always very important to remember to just give a few ideas on what you can do to also secure the printer at your home or business, so that it doesn't happen to you maybe on a busy day or when you're growing your business as well. So this ransomware gang, they've been around for quite some time. And they're also really well known, and this Egregor ransomware is actually something that's really affecting a lot of people at the moment. So the Egregor ransomware's service operations have been in accidency since the retirement of the notorious Maze ransomware gang. It is apparent that Egregor has quickly recognized that fear of the lasting damage to business reputation caused by data breach and ransomware attack is highly effective at convincing companies to pay up. And that's why they're doing it, because they know now the potential issues that it can cause and what it can do. Yeah, so I just want to quickly share to you guys on this wonderful Sunday, this peaceful Sunday, about it. So just get you a bit educated, just to know about what this ransomware does, and so that you can quickly take actions to, if you haven't secured your printers yet, or you're not sure have you secured your printers yet, there's a few things you guys can invest in. A few things you guys can have a look at, and I'm actually going to quickly show you to you guys quickly right now what you can do to invest to secure your printers. So yeah, let's quickly get into that so I can show you guys quickly. So here we go. One of the first things that you can invest in is a firewall. Most definitely, one of the most obvious ones is because a firewall, that restricts incoming and outgoing network traffic and regularly tests your firewall to make sure it's working. These are affordable options that you can install, and you can do that on your own, or you can have assistance to do so. So if firewalls become more complex depending on how big your business is, you can also get someone to do that for you if it's an IT company or anything like that, and then they can also assist you with if you need to make sure that you would update the firmware or anything like that, just to make sure that there aren't any exploits so potential hackers can use for their own nefarious purposes. So get a firewall, invest in a firewall, but also make sure that this firewall is always up to date. And then as the firewall gets up to date, that the business is always up to date, and that it's more difficult for hackers to try and get into a printer and just spit out random papers of different notes, and you can't get your business flowing. So that's one of the things you guys can do. Tip number 2 is to adjust your network settings. Many of the network world out there, if you're going into network settings, there's so many network settings that you can change. Server message blocks, we're looking at so many port numbers that you can open, port numbers that you can close on your switches, on your routers, and this goes the same for a firewall. Any port number that you allow through the firewall, those port numbers will be used for certain things. Maybe some of the port numbers, common port numbers, it's always good practice. And from what I've learned through through the years till now, good practice to change your port number to something different, something that's not really recognized. The first thing that any guy would do is, if he wants to try and break through your security, they're gonna try and test all the common ports that any device comes with, all the common ports that you might have open, so that it gives them that upper edge or that extra notch ahead of you to try and get into your system. So good practice maybe to use random port numbers, know them by heart, maybe put them down. But that's one of the good things you guys can do. So adjust your network settings to restrict your printer network to communicate only through specific ports, and allow only certain networks and hosts, eliminating the way the hacker giraffe scanned for unprotected ports as a backdoor in your systems. Kaspersky Lab daily recommending closing ports 9100, 515, and 721 and 731. Your printer's user manual will tell you to close those ports as well. So if you can't, if you can't find your user manual, do a search for printer name, maybe a model or user manual. Most manufacturers publish user manuals on PDFs. And that's actually true. If you go to Google, you will see, usually when you search up a printer, you can, or even a switch or anything like that, you'll get all these PDF manual documents that show you all the port numbers. As you go through the manual, you can download the PDF as well if you need it, and then from there you can start working on getting those ports blocked, and even changing your ports to completely different randomized port numbers, so that it once again just makes it more difficult for any of the hackers or hacker groups to get into your printers and start pushing out ransomware to your network. Tip number 3 is use a VPN, guys. So virtual private network to connect to protect your home's network. Virtual private networks aren't just for businesses anymore. So we know that, right? Because take for instance Netflix. A lot of times you've got a movie that you want to watch, and that movie is unfortunately in a different country. And you need to use a VPN to connect to that country so that you can quickly use Netflix in that country, so that you can watch a movie that might be only on that country's servers. And that's the same here. So if you've got a virtual private network, you've got a VPN, then you can use that VPN once again to protect yourself, protect your networks. The VPN encrypts your data completely, and it protects it going in both directions. So outbound from your devices to the internet, and inbound from the World Wide Web to your devices. So it's going to help you and assist you in a big way. It's going to be a big impact on your network when you get a VPN installed. So get that for your printers as well. That's a good thing. Tip number 4 is just unplug it. At the risk of stating the obvious, if you're not using your printer, or you go for long periods without using it, just disconnect it from the Wi-Fi. Disconnect it completely. If you know you're not going to be using it for quite some time, there's no reason for having it connected all that way if it's just not being used. And once again, that saves you all that time from not worrying. Are they going to get into the printer? Are they going to somehow send ransomware or any type of Trojan is going to get and hijack your printer from you? And because at the end of the day, you're not using it, and it's been disconnected. So that's just one more thing off of your back that you don't have to worry about. Guys, there's a few tips, just looking at a few of the things here that you can use to secure your printer, and it's actually going to help you quite a lot. So have a look at that, because we all run businesses, and we all have to look after our businesses. We all have to check out these things and make sure that everything goes well. And day to day, as you're looking at these videos, if you're a business owner, day to day you want to be educating your employees underneath you, so they don't make the same mistakes, because you might have 10, 11 printers. One might be in an office somewhere, one might be with the boss, one might be here, maybe at a sales counter. We don't know. We need to educate our employees, and it's something that I've been using in the videos all along the way, but it's something that we have to keep on reminding ourselves of, because if employees are educated when it comes to emails, when it comes to anything basically when it comes to security in an IT network or in a server network. If they are educated and you educating them, your whole business is educated, and you know the chances of being actually caught up in ransomware and paying even the ransomware attackers is so much less, and it's going to be assisting you, it's going to be assisting everybody around you, and it's going to be supporting the business, and it's going to make things so much easier for everyone. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in with this brand new video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you do and it's helped you with your business or anything, yeah, just give us a sub and follow our channel, and we'll start sending out more videos to you guys so that you can enjoy the thing of learning more security and getting the security updates out there. And remember, stay updated. Cheers for now. Enjoy.